You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Compen. It's great to be here with you guys this evening. Chris Deisko's in the house. Good to see you. We'll wait for everybody to come in. We're going to do a very special show tonight where we are going to raffle off a copy. This is actually my last copy of this Tales from the Crypt book that I worked on when for Paper Cuts when they actually had the license. They have since sold the company to Mad Cave Studios, and now Mad Cave owns Paper Cuts, but they don't have the Tales from the Crypt license. So this book is not currently in print, and it is pretty hard to find. And tonight, what we're going to do once our room kind of starts to fill up here is we're going to take every single physical backer. I've written everybody's numbers down here. This is every physical backer that we have here. I'm going to cut up all these numbers, throw them into this little metal bowl here, and then we're going to raffle off this book right here for anyone who we'll pick 3 numbers, and as long as that person stays within the campaign, they will get this book. How you doing, Tori? Good to see you. So, I don't know. I'm pretty tired right now, guys. I got to be honest with you. It's been a pretty long day for me. I just shipped out my first shipment from my garage. So as you guys know, I recently moved out of my warehouse, and I'm now operating from home. So all of my publishing inventory is in my garage, and I have a station that's set up in one of my garage spots. And so today I used it for the first time and shipped everything out using the same freight carrying company that I've been using for the last couple of years now. And everything worked wonderfully. I mean, we'll see what happens when I get there, but it looks like everything is going to plan, and I feel pretty good. I went up and did my thing. I got some new comics today. I'll show you guys what I picked up here. I got more stuff upstairs because I picked up stuff yesterday too from Pete's. But I got this holofoil Superman #1 here. This is just for me, the Neil Adams Superman 1 reprint facsimile holofoil. I got Iron Man 8. I've been enjoying this Iron Man series quite a bit. I got the new Detective Comics. Detective Comics also a lot of fun right now. Absolute Flash #3. Honestly, this is one of the better Absolute titles out there, despite what everybody says about the Flash. And then I got Batman and Robin #7. I've been really enjoying this run here by Mark Waid and Chris Samnee. They're just totally crushing it. So it's a 12-issue series, and they're now on issue 7. I remember when issue 1 came out, everybody was talking about it. And Samnee's layouts in this run have been really, really good. So I've been enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to this campaign ending. And I kind of did sort of like an early celebratory thing. I went and bought myself some more comics online. I picked up I'm trying to fill out my new 52 Batman run. So Scott Snyder did issues 1 through 51. And so I have most of them. I'm missing like 10 issues. David Moore, what's up, dude? The hottest selling, the hottest best-selling, not slowest Flash. Yes. So yeah, I've been trying to fill out my new 52 Batman run, and then I also decided to pick up the Iron Man run the Punisher run where he becomes War Machine, and then Mitch Garrett's worked on a Punisher run for like 21 issues or something like that, and I really like his artwork. I really like Mr. Miracle, so I'm hunting those books down. So this weekend I'm going to be hunting for comics. I've been buying some stuff for shows, so I'll get back to shows next week. This week I just really wanted to focus on the Kickstarter, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've been on a roller coaster of emotions here with the Kickstarter, because it feels like every single time I put myself out there and promote this thing, it's like taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. It feels like everything is so stagnant. And just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I mean, we were past $3,700 today, and I kept watching because you can't help but do this in the last like 48 hours of your campaign. It just, you know, there's something that just comes over you. You're just staring at the screen, and because Kickstarter is based on this all or nothing thing, it's like if you don't fund, you're not getting a single dime. So all this week of, or all these weeks of putting in the time to promote this campaign and to push and to do everything will have been for nothing. And that's you know, a pretty alarming feeling, you know. And we were past $3,700. We weren't that far past. We're at like 3,707, and nothing happened all day. And sure enough, another backer decreased their pledge by $10, and I'm just sort of like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just hoping for a Hail Mary. You know, I will say that in the last 12 hours of the previous campaign, we had about $800 to raise. So the good news is that we still have 2 days to raise $800. So I'm pretty confident that this is going to get funded. But if I'm being honest, I'm really just tired. I'd rather be selling comics to you guys right now. I'm looking forward to getting back out on the convention front. It is so much different than this whole Kickstarter thing where everything kind of goes up. It's like I'm fighting for pittance here. And it's literally the case, you know, because I don't know how this all works, you know, like I'm doing everything that they tell me to do, everything that every creator says, hey, do this, build a fan base, and then they'll come and, you know, do all this and do all that. And it's discouraging. I'm going to be completely honest. Like with the first Warline campaign, we did double what we're at right now. We're not even hitting our goal yet, and we're in the last 48 hours. But I'm still here, and I'm still pushing this. But I just want to let you guys know, if I seem a little low energy, this is it. This is me just being real and honest with you guys. This is where I'm at right now, and probably where I will be. But I promise you this, once I get back on the air next week, and I know that this campaign is going to fund, I know we're going to reach the finish line with this, I'm going to be in a much better state, and I'm going to have a lot more energy, and it'll be great because I'll be going back on the convention scene, and that's always where I've shined. So Lewis says, Punisher War Machine is expensive. Yes, it is. So I got the first issue of it, and I got the lenticular version. I'll actually show you the cover I got. It's freaking badass. And it was actually pretty cheap too. But issues 218 through 220 are like stupid expensive. Here, I'll show you the cover I got. It's right here. Yeah, this is it right here. So let's see here. I'm going to share image file. No, that is not it. Remove. Hang on. Give me a second here. Image file. There it is. So that's the cover I got. And it's cool because it's a lenticular. And I got it for like 20 bucks. I mean, like, you know, this is pretty badass. And when you turn it, obviously it's a lenticular, you get to see the skull on the Punisher's chest, which is really cool. So I'm really looking forward to receiving this. Yeah, the lenticular is a badass cover. So I'm usually an A cover guy, you know, especially because I want to like, a lot of what I'm doing with my collection is I'm curating, right? I'm curating the stuff that I want to read, but eventually I'm probably going to let some of the stuff go, especially the stuff I'm buying off racks. So I'm going to probably start unloading some of that stuff eventually. That's probably something I'm going to be working on more over the summertime so I can get some housework done. So you got the first Poison Ivy and a 3.5. You've had buyer's remorse ever since because it's not cheap. Well, I totally get it. All right, so we are currently, I'm going to show you guys the Kickstarter campaign right now. We're at $36.97. We have 117 backers. And we are, let's see, what does it say here? According to the dashboard, I believe we are, hang on just a second here. According to the dashboard, we are 82% funded. So we only have 20% more to go here in order to fully fund this thing. And so I put together a special reward tonight. If we can fund this, I put together a Hail Mary reward where you can get all of the original art from the campaign. So that's all these 5 pages from issue 3, which are all going to be shipped from the Philippines to Dexter. So Dexter's going to get his cut on this. All right. And all I care about at this point is just pushing past the finish line, which I'm going to tell you guys right now is basically a break even. That's just going to cover the cost of the printing. And that's pretty much it. But what it's also going to do is it's going to put some money in Dexter's pocket. So I'm totally fine taking the hit on that. But on top of that, I'm going to hook you guys up with something else as well, if we can just get this funded. And I know it's a big ask. I get it. And everybody's, kind of tight right now. But we're doing it at $950. And with it, I'm going to hook you up with something that I just found today. I have another Tales from the Crypt variant. This one was done the cover was done by Dean Hashfield. And he actually signed this too. So you can see his signature. It's right over here. So you're going to get this for free. You're going to get all 3 cover A's. You're going to get all the 4 variant covers, and you're going to get all the other add-ons as well. How would I describe Warline in a sentence? Actually, that's what the log line is, right? So Warline is about an old vigilante and his daughter going after the tyrant that destroyed their lives and now controls their city. And that's the log line. That's the sentence. It's not your daddy's Flash, David Moore. D. Hausner, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. So if we can get this thing funded while we're on the air, and I don't expect it to happen, but if it does, if we're in miracle mode and we get this thing funded and someone decides to go in for that Hail Mary reward, which is all the original art here, and I'm going to hook them up with every single comic as well. So there's a lot we're going to do here, and we'll just kind of see where things go right now. But while we're doing that, I decided I'm going to cut every number here. And here's another thing too. If you haven't jumped on the campaign yet, you can jump on right now, and I'll add your name, or I'll add your number, your backer number to the list here, and you'll be automatically entered into the raffle. And just so you guys know, the raffle's only for physical backers only. So if you're backing at any physical level, even if you're just getting issue 3 at $15, that includes shipping, you are automatically entered into the raffle here. So, and in the meantime, while I'm doing all this stuff, I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the creator hangout we did yesterday, but I had such a great time yesterday with the creators we brought on board. They just had such awesome things to say, and it was just great connecting with everybody. And I backed everybody's campaign that was in the room yesterday, and I hope you guys. I hope some of you had a chance to do the same. But it was really great. I really was inspired by Chris Solof's story at the end, because we were talking about, what's the best piece of advice you've ever given, and everybody's advice was really kind of, rough. Everybody heard everybody shared a story that was about, rejection. Essentially, it's like, oh, you're not good enough, so keep trying hard, and maybe you won't suck as hard. And I've never really found that kind of advice helpful. It can be motivating when someone tells you that you're not gonna get anywhere. I remember a retailer I went to do Comics Pro one year. This was back in 2014. I met with a retailer over there, and he told me, after Yisun Shin had sold 40,000 copies, that we were at the end of our line. Like, we were going to start to see a dip in our sales, and that was going to be the end of our series. And our numbers have tripled since then, and now we're actually getting so much attention from Korea that there might be something really big in the works coming our way. And, I guess in some ways I could say that is motivating, but to be honest with you, it wasn't motivating. It was discouraging because, I went to Comics Pro to become better connected with the comic book retail circuit. And this was very discouraging. This did not inspire me. I'll tell you what it did do. It inspired me not to want to work with retailers. And that is not a good thing. We should all be working together. And that's something that I've come to realize over time as I've been doing live sales is, I've really worked a lot and supported with all my local retailers. I go to their shops on a weekly basis and stock up on their books in order to come back and resell them here on these shows. And my LCS really chipped in and backed the Warline campaign. And I really appreciate that. Peter Hurst from North Shore Comics, he definitely gave me a big endorsement. And I really think I understand as time has gone on, I understand the plight of the retailer. I understand what's going on in the world of comics from the independent side. It's hard enough already for them to sell the Marvel and DC stuff because, most of the times a lot of people are not even going into comic shops now to buy comics. They're coming in there to play Magic or to pick up, like Funko Pops. Like just today I was at a comic shop that it's predominantly a game shop, right? But it's always filled up, but no one is there buying comics. They're there for Magic games and tournaments and things like that. So that's their big thing. And, pushing independent comics can be challenging. Even when I do my indie shows, it can be challenging sometimes to sell some of these books. It takes a lot more effort because you have to tell people what the book's about. It's not like just like, here's Superman. It's like, I don't have to give you the one sentence pitch for Superman, but I do have to tell you what, what some of these other books are. I have to tell you what, Black is the new, Noir is the New Black. I have to tell you what that book is about. I have to give you a detailed explanation about what that is. Broken Gargoyles. I have to tell you what that book is about. I can't just put it out there and be like, okay, here's that book. Unless it's a $1 book and I don't really, care about it. But most of the time you got to put in a little extra effort when it comes to independent comics. And it's tough on retailers. I get it because they're inundated. They're buying up collections. These collections are huge. They got a catalog like 20,000 comics because someone just sold off their entire collection. And they're more interested in a book that's gonna help keep the lights on in their comic shops. And that makes it really hard for us. And now we're using Kickstarter, which is sort of like this this platform that's supposed to give us attention and allow us to showcase our stuff. And it does do that for sure. But now every other publisher is using it too. So everybody's on Kickstarter now, and it's no longer, we're all, it's like what Stephen Frank was saying yesterday, we're all competing for attention on this platform. And, it's, I understand it. I understand as discouraged as I am and upset as I am for all the pledges we lost about $400 worth of pledges on this campaign. I'm not upset with any of our backers. I'm not upset about the situation at all. Losing backers it's part of the game. It happens, but it's still upsetting. I'm not upset. I'm not like mad at someone. I'm not going to go into a rage sale mode here, but it is, it's discouraging. It makes you not want to get out of bed in the morning. It's like that bad, And I think another thing that kind of adds to that is that I haven't had any conventions this month. So, that's also kind of made it hard too. And when you kind of see things creeping up, it's tough. And I'll be honest with you guys, this last month, I've spent $5,500 booking conventions from now to the rest of the year. And I still have 2 more shows that I need to book. And one of them is New York Comic Con. And that's a show that's going to cost me about $1,700 just to do it. If I get in, I still have to check back with them in June to see if they're going to renew my space, because that's another thing too. They can choose to not renew my space at any point. And I don't think it's ever a malicious thing. It's just what happens. You know, they change the floor layout, and now all of a sudden they got to make space for another vendor or another, you know, whatever, you know, and they may not have space for me anymore. They might want to have someone else there in place of me because they want to give that person a shot. You know, nothing is guaranteed in this business. You know, the only thing that's guaranteed is that you're going to have to work your ass off in order to achieve anything. So, you know, and I'll be honest with you, I have it so much better than some of my cohorts right now with everything that's going on with Diamond and how that's affected the industry and how that's affected comic shops and publishers and everything. I'm doing okay. So I'm not upset, but I'm upset. You know, I want to see things get better. You know, I know that I could do better. And that's something that's definitely eating away at me. So here I am. Let's check where we're at with the campaign right now. And, you know, I've let you guys know how I'm doing, and I'm not rushing into this at all. Okay, so we're still where we're at, and it's just what it is. But I'm here right now, so if you guys have any questions or if you guys want to talk about something, let me know. If you guys picked up any new comics this week, let me know what you picked up. I want to hear it. I think we'll do our raffle kind of closer to the top of the hour here. And again, if you help us get funded with the Hail Mary Award, we'll also be entered into the raffle too, by the way, which means you get that other variant of Tales from the Crypt. It's a big ask, yeah. I'm also, you know, in a place where I might be able to negotiate a little bit too. And, you know, if you guys want to come in at any level right now too, you're more than welcome to. It's not just like, hey, you can only fund this campaign. I'm kind of leaving this open in case we want to get some extra backers in here right now. And anybody who comes in who pledges at the physical level will be instantly entered into our raffle here. All the numbers are inside the metal bowl here. And I'm going to shake it up and then pick 3 random numbers. We're going to do 3 raffle items tonight. So, you know, basically, we're going to get, you know, we're going to pick 3 numbers, but we're going to go on and raffle off 2 other items on top of that. So the second item we're going to raffle off is this Annie Mia variant cover of Yisun Shin Hunter and Destroyer 2, limited to only 100 copies. And I will sign this for you. And we're also going to raffle off this Steph Wilson Yisun Shin Hunter and Destroyer 2 variant. And then we're also going to raffle off this Marissa Pope Yisun Shin variant too. So giving away a lot of stuff tonight. And I'm doing this because I love you guys and I want you to know I appreciate you. And I like when we have multiple winners on things. I don't just want one person winning something. So those of you guys who have whose numbers are in here, just know that I really appreciate you. And if you've backed at the digital level, know that I appreciate you too. And if you're just here to help with the algorithm like Tori, I appreciate that as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it. You know, you got our interests go where they go, and you know things are just what they are. So you demolished your wallet on Spider-Man and Wonder Woman books at Motor City. What Spider-Man and what Wonder Woman did you pick up? Well, you mentioned Bronze Age, but I'm curious to know like what Spidey issues did you get? You know, I remember I was at a local one-day show and I picked up a bunch of Spidey books for like $2 a pop, and they were like, and I just like did so much run filler. It's just such a rewarding feeling when you get all those books that you're looking for and you find them in a dollar bin. Just it's like endorphins get released. It's an amazing feeling. So, all right. Who else has something to tell me? Who else has picked up something cool this week or has something they want to share with me on this AMA? Think about doing a booting next week. There were under issue 200, 5 to 10. That's a great deal. On Spidey books, that's totally a great deal. That's a great, great deal. And for anybody who's just tuning in, if you're interested in coming in at the Warline campaign right now, we are going to be doing a raffle at the top of the hour, and that's going to give you the opportunity to enter into a raffle where you're going to win something. We're currently at 117 backers. We have 48 hours to go. We're at $3,697. We are just a little over $800 away from funding, and we have until Friday night to do it. Another cool thing I want to announce right now is that we have pretty much the entire creative team. I'm working on the last team member, but I'm working on having the entire creative team here on Friday for the closeout of the campaign. That's going to be in the final hour of the campaign. So, be sure to tune in. That's going to be on Friday night at about the same time, or at exactly the same time that we're doing this broadcast tonight. So it's 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to tune in for that. I'll show you guys the graphic I prepared for that real quick. Sorry, I'm kind of like all over the place today, but here's the graphic for that. So we're doing the Warline campaign closeout. You can come hang out with all of us, and we're gonna bring everybody from the team out. And so, yeah, I know my reminder should go out soon, and I think that'll definitely help. And of course, that's gonna make a big difference here. So we'll see. I'm always very skeptical of these things, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to really perceive it right now, because the last 48 hours, I have seen so many things happen. This being my 7th campaign and all, I've seen so many things happen in those last 48 hours. I've seen people back out at the last minute, and I've had so many people backing out throughout the course of this campaign that at this point, I just don't want to lose any more backers. I also don't want backers decreasing their pledges, but I don't have any control on this until we hit Friday evening at 10 p.m. Central. This could either fund or not. So this is where we're at right now. But let's see here. We got you can get all 3 issues right now for $30. That's gonna all 3 issues are gonna come signed. Shipping's free if you're in the U.S., and it comes with a digital edition too. So this is a really great deal for you. Another cool thing I want to mention, it says that the shipping is not going to go out until August. There is a very good chance that I'll be able to start fulfillment immediately, meaning in June, because we actually have an advanced run of books coming our way in a couple weeks here. So I'm going to have 3. The printer I'm working with is going to advance ship me 300 copies of issue 3, so that I have some books to sell for Phoenix Comic-Con. But after that, I'm going to have 200 copies left. We had 117 backers. Not every one of those backers is a physical backer. So I'll be able to have enough copies to take care of all of my Kickstarter people. The only people who are going to have to wait a little while are the original art people, because it's going to take a while for Dexter to ship it out and for it to get here. It can take a couple months for it to actually get here. But we will take care of it. Dexter will ship everything. We've sold original art on the previous campaigns, and each backer got everything, and we're very satisfied with everything. So I can promise you guys we will take care of you on that front. We got some really cool variant covers here too. We have the Chris Mad variant, which when I was looking at when I was getting all the data of the backers, this is the most popular variant cover that we have here, and it makes perfect sense why. Aside from the fact that it is really a stylish cover, there's a lot of emotions that go behind this cover. So Chris Mad lost his father on the first day of C2E2. His dad died. And I asked him, would you be able to do something for me? And he goes, I'll see, I'll do my best. And a week passed, he buried his father. He started taking care of all the things associated with it, with a loved one passing. And he told me that he would take care of everything. And he did. He submitted this cover moments before we went live. And it meant so much to me that he pulled through during this time. You know, he had just gone through such an ordeal, and yet he delivered such a gorgeous cover. And in his agony, we see just how much, you know, talent this guy has, and he's just done such a wonderful job with this cover. I'm so pleased with it. We have the Kane White cover. This was actually one of the first covers that was done. This was originally actually going to be our Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive. Later on, it ended up being Frank Guzan's Wolverine tribute that did it. But I actually asked Kanan to do this back in January, so I had this artwork sitting for a while. And I got Adriana working on Yisung Shen, and then I realized, hey, you know, I have May, there are no conventions, I might as well do this Kickstarter at that point. So I had her stop working on Yisung Shen for a moment to do this cover, and she just really knocked it out of the park. I really love this cover so much. I haven't given it enough love. It looks fantastic. It's going to be a beautiful cover when we print it up. Really, really gorgeous. And it's done by Kane White and Adriana De Los Santos. Kanan has done a lot of stuff for Marvel over the last few years. He's done some Luke Cage covers, and he also works with Stranger Comics. He's done some really cool interiors for them. I'd really love to have a chance to work with him on some interiors. This guy is just so good. He is fantastic, always delivers. And then we got this really cool cover here by Stan Yak. This one I absolutely love. Stan just whipped this up overnight. We got a really cool close-up of Kia getting ready to kick some ass. And we got colors here by Robert Nugent, who is the ongoing colorist for Spawn right now. And if you jump on the early bird special, you get all 4 covers for just $60. And that includes free shipping, and you get digital versions of all 3 issues. Every physical backer gets all 3 issues of Warline digital on the house. I'm hooking you up. I want you to have the whole story. Even if you're getting issue 3, I want you to have the whole story, because you're not going to appreciate issue 3 if you don't have issues 1 and 2. If you don't have access to those issues, you're not going to understand what's going on. So I'm happy to give you the digital versions of issues 1 and 2 so that you feel like, you know, you're involved with the story. You can understand what's going on, because if you just have issue 3, it's not enough. We also have this really awesome embossed cover here. This one is done by April Reyna, and it is also colored by JT Malloy. It's an embossed cover, and I'll show you guys the cover. So this is it right here. It's an embossed cover. It's absolutely gorgeous. Kind of hard to tell. Let's take it out of the bag and board. So you can see it's triple signed. See, there's all 3 of our all 3 of our signatures are here, and you can feel that you could kind of see that it's embossed when I tilt it. You can see the light over here. So we got a cool embossed cover here. There's only 5 of these, and that's it. I mean, I've sold through all of them. They're all gone. The original art for this cover is gone too. I mean, it's crazy. We really did great with this, and I'm really happy with it. Let's keep going down here. We have this awesome Frank Guzan variant that's still here. I was just talking with Frank today, and we're going to do a really cool exclusive for Denver Comic-Con. We're going to do another limited edition version of Warline 1, and it's going to be a really cool tribute cover. So Frank likes doing these tribute covers, and I enjoy what he does with them. So we got a foil version right here, and then we have the regular edition. Both of them are available as rewards on the campaign, so you guys can definitely check those out and get it. You know, this is going to probably be your last opportunity to get that. And then we have the CGCs here, and let's pull up the CGCs. Here are our CGCs. So hang on. So we got our CGCs right here. So you see they're ready to go. And again, the CGCs come with the 3 issues, and you also get the you also get the digital versions as well. And we have a bunch of add-ons as well that you can throw on to the campaign too. So yeah, and then we have the original art, obviously, and we have buttons that'll unlock at the $4,500 level. So once we fund, this is our funding goal, everybody gets a Warline button. And if we hit $5,000, then everybody gets a Warline bookmark. It's also a Yusin bookmark. We have a bunch of these here. So some of you guys might have these, but you'll get another one. And then if we hit $6,000 by some wonderful miracle, we got these, we'll have these custom-made Warline comic book boards here. And yeah. Now, if you're a backer that's already, a part of this, let's go to the rewards for a second. And let's look at the add-ons. So as far as, oh yeah, another thing too, I forgot to mention, Fabrice Sapolsky is going to be putting out a special variant cover for us. So let's look at the updates here. Let's see here, updates. I didn't have it here. Which one is it? I think it's the previous one, published. There we go. All right. So, nope, it's another one. Good. Gosh darn dang it. I think it was this. Let's see. No, it's still not it. Gosh. Must be the next one. All right. There we go. So Fabrice did we're releasing a noir edition of Warline 3, which will be coming out next week for Dallas, Fan Expo Dallas. And this will give you guys a chance to grab the black and white edition of Warline 3. We have 5 available rewards on the reward tier, but if you want to add this on in the add-ons, you can do that as well and get your copy of Warline 3, the Noir edition. So there's plenty of items you can add on in the add-on section. So there, I have gone through the campaign for the 3,000th time, and we are where we're at. Let's see, have we gotten any new backers since? No, we haven't. So we are where we're at right now, and I'm going to be on the air for another 20 minutes before we do our raffle. So let's chat. Let's throw it out to you guys. Tell me what else is going on with you. If you're watching, say hello. Ask a question, make a comment, say something. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. Oh, man. I'm drinking lemon water right now. Before this, I went out for a drink with my buddy, and I had a good time with him. It was good to get out and have a drink. So, all right. Let's see, what else can I show you guys? I guess I could do the Warline 3 trailer, right? There's no reason why we can't do that right now. So let me show you guys the Warline 3 trailer. Get you guys excited for the campaign. Let's do that.
From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. From every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain. From the lightning in the sky, of a demon in my view.
So that was not Anthony Hopkins who narrated that trailer. Actually, this was an Edgar Allan poem, and I found it online. So when I worked on this trailer, I put it together in the first week of January, and so I had this trailer done like way before the campaign, and I made some adjustments for the sake of the campaign to kind of like make it seem like it was more overarching, like I wasn't just pitching issue 3, it was the entire series. But you know, I was really inspired by the 28 Years Later trailer. Did you guys see that one? They did this Rudyard Kipling. There was a Rudyard Kipling poem that was being recited in the background, and it was really intense, and it made me so excited. Edgar Allan Boo. Hey, shut up, Kurt. Should you be playing Doom right now, moron? Yeah, Kurt and I are playing Doom: The Dark Ages right now. Is anybody else playing Doom yet? It's amazing. We're both really enjoying it. In fact, as soon as this raffle takes place, I am going to go downstairs and treat myself to some Doom. But yeah, anyway, I saw the 28 Years Later trailer, and I really like that. I like how it set up the it was very ominous and very there's just enough mystery to make you feel drawn into this world, and enough horror to be drawn into it. So this Rudyard Kipling poem was about war, and what being on the front lines felt like as a soldier during World War II or World War I, I'm not sure. But basically, you know, they train you to just keep marching. Even when you see people dying next to you, just keep marching forward. You just keep focused on what you're there to do, which is your job. It's to, win the battle, right? And as these as this poem continues, you kind of see the narrator is going mad based on the words, but the person who recites the poem does such a great job of capturing what that tone of madness. And here's the story of horror and everything. So I was really inspired by that, and I really wanted to do something kind of similar, because I want our trailers to be engaging. And you see so much stuff being done in comics, especially comic book trailers. Comic book trailers are freaking hard because, it's not the same thing as like a movie trailer where you see pieces of the movie, coming out at you, and you can kind of get a sense of like what you're in for, right? So with comics, I try not to get too flashy with GIFs or motion and everything. I just kind of pan in and pan out. Just because I think it's important to just focus on what it is. You're looking at a freaking comic book. These are still images. Nothing's going to be popping out at you. Unless you're reading that Terminator book with pop-out art. Nothing's popping out at you. So I just, I'm trying to kind of do everything that I think other storytellers do whenever they're putting trailers together. It's give the person who's watching it just enough to be interested in what is going to happen next. And I was really pleased with how that War Lion 3 trailer came out. I'm really proud of the whole series, if I'm being completely honest with you. Mainly because this was a series that I did post this is a series that was really in the dark for a while, and I started working on it after Dak passed away. I was working on it before that too. He was actually supposed to be the editor for it originally, but this was really kind of an opportunity for me to show myself that I could, complete something and move on to something new. And so I'm really proud of the work we did on Warline, and I'm really excited about the stuff we're doing with East and Shin right now. Dexter's working on new pages. We're almost halfway done with Hunter and Destroyer 3. So that's a really great feeling. We might be able to finish that penultimate issue by October. That's going to be the goal. See if we can get it out there by the end of the year. So that'll be really amazing if we can finish another issue of East and Shin and do another Kickstarter. And it'll probably be a micro campaign. I just really want to, again, finance the print run of the book. I don't really care about anything else, and that's really all Kickstarter is for me. Like, a lot of people use Kickstarter for distributing their books, but I use conventions to distribute my books. I use my shows to distribute books. For me, Kickstarter is all about just, let's bring this project to life. Let's just get the book printed. That's all we need to do here. And we're very close. It's frustrating because we're so close and yet so far away, and so much can happen in this next 48 hours. So hopefully we'll get some traction here going in a little bit, and I know that the raffle will definitely help. Again, depending on how things go, I'll probably do the raffle and then we're going to close out. But I will be back on Friday for the closeout of the campaign itself. We'll be bringing in all the creators for the book to join us. So far, Dexter, Chuck, and Steve Cannon will be here. I don't think we've ever actually spoken with Steve before. Steve is the colorist on issues 2 and 3 of Warline, and I really enjoyed working with him just so much. That guy is just so mega talented and really fantastic. So I hope we'll get I hope we'll be able to fund before we go live on Friday, so that we can kind of have more of a relaxed conversation about about what working on the book was like. And you guys can come on there and you can ask questions. Chuck is a really good conversationalist too, so obviously having Chuck on the air is always great. What's up, Joey? How you doing? So in about 10 minutes here, we're gonna do our raffle. And once again, we are raffling off this Tales from the Crypt book that I worked on. And the backer that we're going to draw 3 numbers here. And so the backer that we're going to draw 3 numbers in case one backer decides to cancel their pledge, it'll go to the next person. So we're going to draw 3 numbers, and then we're going to raffle off 3 additional items after that. So we got these East and Shin Hunter and Destroyer 2 variants. This one's by Marissa Pope. This one's by Steph Wilson. And then this one is by Annie Mia. It's a cosplay cover, the first cosplay cover we've ever done. And then we got this Tales from the Crypt book by with a cover from Dean Hayspiel that's signed by him. This is a 1-in-1 deal. If someone decides to come in and pick up our Hail Mary reward, which will be picking up all the original art for Warline 3, you will get that book, as well as every single variant that we have of that we've put out here. So you are getting the ultimate package, and we're going to do it all at $950, which is a fair asking price. I'm taking $50 off. Normally, each piece of original art is $200 a pop. We'll do it all for $950, so I'll take $50 off. All of this stuff is going to be shipped to you from the Philippines to Chicago, and we'll include all those covers as well. And we're putting money in Dexter's pocket, and we're hooking you up big time here. So just letting you know, you'll be getting that that variant here. And so this is all big money here. And again, a Tales from the Crypt variant for a book that's out of print, signed by the artist who did the cover. That's a win right there. So the target for the money is $4,500. What's up, CJ? How you doing, dude? Our target is $4,500. Right now we are at $3,697. So we're a little over $800 away from funding. And I am taking a sip of water. This is not a victory sip. I was actually thinking about what I could do. We're definitely close. But, honestly, dude, it's until it funds, I'm on pins and needles. It's kind of like, Game 7 of the NBA playoffs. You think the team that you want to win is going to win, but you're not sure yet. So I've seen things happen on Kickstarter before that are really crazy. I was just hearing horror stories of a creator who was $1 away from funding and then lost it, and then another person who backed out of their pledge moments before a campaign ended, and that killed the campaign. I had that happen actually with the Marks campaign. We were so close to hitting $3,500, and someone backed out in the last 2 minutes of the campaign. And that happens. And it's frustrating. It is really frustrating. It's easy to think to yourself, what did I do to cause that? And why would someone be so cruel as to pull the rug out from under me when I'm this close? But it's not personal in most cases. There's also trolls on Kickstarter, so that also happens. But you can't take this stuff personally. You have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, and that's life. That's everything out there. So it's just what it is. But I won't lie and say that I am really excited for this to be over, and I do plan on taking it easy this weekend, and getting out there and enjoying myself. I'm really just so tired from all this pushing. I'm really looking forward to having a good time and just not having to pitch and sell books. But I will be back next week. We will be doing sales shows again. I'm looking forward to doing sales shows. I'm not looking forward to doing Kickstarters again. It won't be soon enough before my next Kickstarter. I don't know how some of these guys do it. A lot of these guys are doing it. Aaron Roblowski, he finishes one Kickstarter and then launches the next one. He just keeps going, and it's really great. I'm really, impressed with his tenacity of, just going at it and not giving up. That's awesome, Joey. So you're looking forward to launching your first campaign? And maybe it's my attitude too. Maybe I just don't have the right attitude for it. I don't know. I'm trying to have the right attitude, but when after you've done this enough times, that's awesome. We should talk next time. I owed you a phone call this week, but I've just been really focused on this final push here and just taking care of some personal things outside of Kickstarter too. So actually my mom had a minor surgery done yesterday. So I was, getting her to and from the place where her surgery took place, the clinic where her surgery took place. It was a very minor surgery, but, doing that and then getting shipments out for my next convention, and it's a difference in logistics this time, so things really kind of changed. So I'll definitely catch up with you once this campaign is done, and I'll probably try and come up with a new approach to the next campaign. So. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. I wish you the best of luck with everything you're doing, Joey. You're a hardworking dude. All right, so we're about 4 minutes away from doing our raffle here. You're laying out pages. That's awesome. And where are you getting your books printed? Are you doing it? Are you doing an offset print? Oh, okay, awesome. We got a backer. Someone came in. Someone increased their pledge, which is great. So let's see here. Awesome. Thank you, Chris Steiskell, my man. Thank you very much. Oh, you're using Mixum. Okay, cool. Mixum's an interesting company. Yeah, I'm printing up Warline 3 in South Korea right now, and we just got our printed books here. Thank you very much, Chris. You are the frickin' man. I appreciate you guys. You and CJ. You guys are always rooting for me. I really appreciate it. So we're getting Warline 3 printed in South Korea, and these are the finished books here. So we have what the finished book is going to look like. And it's happening. It's been printed, and so the printer is shipping the books here. I should have them next week. And yeah, thank you, D. D is checking the add-ons. Thank you very much. And if there's something you're specifically interested in, D, that you see in the reward section that is not in the add-on, let me know and I'll throw it in there real quick. That's not a problem either. Glad to see we got some traction going here. Thank you very much, Chris Steiskell. You helped move it. You helped push the needle forward. All right. So this here, oh, that's this one. Okay, cool. All right, so we're now up to 3712, and we're about a minute away from doing our raffle. Yes, they do, Chris. Anything you add on will go towards the total for the funding goal. Absolutely. And we just need to hit our funding goal at this point. That's going to cover the cost of the printing of the books. And, you know, after that, I'll be able to go to conventions and, you know, do what I got to do. All right. Sergeant CJ is saying it's raffle time. Raffle, raffle, raffle. Kind of reminds me of that South Park where Randy was like saying rabble, 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 and everybody was rabbling. All right. So we're a minute away. We're going to do our raffle in just a minute. Anybody who has not backed the campaign and wants to be included in the raffle, this is your final chance. And it is now 10 o'clock. So let's do this. It is raffle time. So all of the numbers are in here, and I am going to just shake this up here randomly. And this is for the Tales from the Crypt cover A, which I will sign for you. It is currently not signed, but I'll sign it for you. And let's see which backer is going to get it. Just mixing it up here. This is the first raffle I've ever done. I know Brian Polito does like a way better job of this. Like he just does like, yeah, it's like someone like show up in like a bikini and like hold out like a top hat and where he's got all the numbers and then you just like pick something. But, you know, I don't have anybody who is willing to wear a bikini in front of me right now. So sorry about that. Except for Bentley. I have his harness. Here, let's actually do that before I pick out the number. Bentley, come here. He's out. That dog's not getting up. He's just completely knocked out. Gonna put him in a harness. It's kind of like a bikini. You guys really want to see Bentley in a bikini, though? No one wants to see Bentley in a bikini. He's not a bikini-wearing dog. All right. It's raffle time. I am picking the number right now. We got 92 is the number that I have picked. So backer 92 is... Let's look at the backer report. 92. That is Connie Yolitz. Connie Yolitz gets the Tales from the Crypt book. If she stays with the campaign, I'm going to sign this right now. I have a feeling Connie's going to stick with us. So Connie gets this Tales from the Crypt book. Congratulations, Connie. That is super badass. You earned it. And we're going to pick 2 more runner-up numbers. We're still going to raffle off extra items here. So if you didn't win it, don't be disappointed, because we're gonna have other opportunities here. We're gonna pick another number here. All right, I have number 49 here. So 49, that is going to go off, or not. That's not going off. This is going to be the runner-up. So that is to Dallas Lyons Jr. So that is backer 49. And then we're going to pick one more backer here. One more number. 108. 108. And that is going to go off to, actually having fun with this. I've never done this. Sheldon Martin. So if Connie does not grab, if she backs out of this campaign, then these either Sheldon or the other guy, 92, 49 or 108 are going to get it. So here we go. Tales from the Crypt has been signed and set aside for the lucky backer. All right, now we are going to auction off the Annie Mia, or not auction off, sorry, we're going to raffle off, the Annie Mia Hunter Destroyer 2 cover. I really love that cover, by the way. Oh, man, burping. Okay. We got backer number 84 here. 84. Let's see. Backer 84. Okay. Backer 84 is Ted Sikora. All right. All right. And let's do the next one here. Next backer is going to be number 109. So 109. And let's see here. 109. That is John McCandles. All right, hang on. And finally, we got one more here. Backer 107. We got 107 here, and that is going to go off to John Stout. As long as these guys stay in. If these guys stay in, then one of them, Ted, is going to get this one. But if he backs out, then we got 2 other people who will be in line to receive this book here. So we got 3 runner-ups. And I got 2 more items we're raffling off here. We have the we have the Marissa Pope variant of Hunter Destroyer 2, and then we have the Steph Wilson variant of Hunter Destroyer 2. So let's do the Steph one first. So backer number 91, 91. This is going to go to Breonna Smith. Awesome. All right. And let's pick 2 more. 3 got it. 123. 123 is the runner-up. That is Chris Salif. And then we got one more. The third runner-up will be backer 72. 72. And that is Deaf Wolf Gamer. Awesome. So that has been raffled off. Awesome. And we got one more item here, and then we are done with our our little raffle. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. And for those of you guys who tuned in this evening, thank you very much. It really means a lot to me. Final item that we are raffling off is the Marissa Pope cover of Hunter Destroyer 2, this variant. So we're going to do the final, draw the final number here. I'm going to shake it up, really shake it up this time. Okay, first number we got is 22. 22, and that is going to go to, let's see. Which backer is that going to go to? Lee Ditzworth. Awesome. And let's get a couple runner-ups here. Number 120. 120. And then it's going to go to King Jake. He just jumped on yesterday. King Jake's awesome. All right, and finally, I'm going to do one more. Number 119, backer 119. Let's see who's that. 119. Gallo Gutierrez. Awesome. Gallo. All right. So we have auctioned everything off. Or not auctioned. Sorry. We have raffled everything off. It's been a long day, guys. Sorry about that. And that is it. We're done with our raffle here. And I want to thank everybody for being here tonight for it. I really appreciate it. Stick around or come back on Friday for the campaign closeout. And if anybody decides to grab the Hail Mary, which is still on the campaign right now, we have it here. Okay, we're at 37.42. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. So we're 83% funded now. And dude, Chris Deiskell, you're amazing. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate what you've done here. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're amazing, dude. You are a gem. So you got a Warline t-shirt, and we got the 1 through 3 cover bundle for you. That's awesome. Thank you very much. It looks like your Warline shirt's wearing out, so we'll get you another one here. Excellent. Yeah, we're 83% funded here. And if we can get to 100%, the person who helps us cross the finish line will get this Tales from the Crypt book that is signed by Dean Hanspiel. So that's what we're hoping for. All right, guys, I'm exhausted. It's been a really great time hanging out here with you guys tonight. Congratulations to all the raffle winners. Thank you for backing the campaign. I appreciate it. We're going to cross the finish line. We're going to get this thing funded. Thank you for tolerating me this hour, and I appreciate it. I love you guys. I will see you on Friday. I'm going to try and get on some live streams tomorrow. We'll see how things kind of work out, but you'll be seeing me online, and I will see you guys on Friday evening for the final hour of the campaign, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be joined by Chuck Pino, Dexter Wee, the artist of Warline. Chuck is the editor, as you guys know. Steve Cannon, the colorist of issues 2 and 3. And we're working on bringing on Joel Saavedra, the letterer, as well. I think he's going to join us too, hopefully. We'll see. He's out in Argentina, so he's about 3 hours ahead. So I'm not sure what his plans are. He might be out partying Friday night. I don't know. But hopefully he can still find some time to come and hang with us. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. It means the world to me. I love all of you so much. Thank you for supporting me and backing the campaign. Oh, sorry about that. And I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening.